What up guys, welcome back to the video. Today we're going to be cutting the bumper on the Miata, and Joey's going to explain kind of why we're going to do it and what it does.
So the whole reason we're going to do the bumper cut on the Miata is because they tend to have like a parachuting effect when you're driving. So if we cut out a little section, the bottom section of the bumper, it'll kind of alleviate that so air can just flow through. And then you can put a diffuser on after that to make it flow even better, more aero type race car type stuff.
Okay guys, so we're underneath the car, we got it jacked up already. And to show you what we're going to do, or to explain to you how it's like a parachute, you see right here is the back of the bumper. So when you're driving, the air is coming from this way and it's just crowding up right here, and it's holding you back a little bit. Not much, it doesn't really do a whole lot, but the air gets sucked in right there and it's slowing you down. So we're going to cut out a section. So we're going to cut out a section from right here, and it's going to go all the way across and then swoop back down to the other side, and it's going to be all on like the same angle and stuff. So once that's cut, then the air will be able to flow through better, as Joey was explaining. Okay, so the main things you're going to need in this little thing, if you're going to do this to your Miata, if you have a Miata, you're going to use a Dremel, or you can use like a Sawzall, but the Dremel makes it a lot cleaner of a cut. You're going to need some tape to mask off the area that you're going to cut to give you like a straight line. And then we're going to use the little cut-off wheels attached to the Dremel, the heavy-duty ones, I don't know. We're going to use those. So then first we're going to put a line on the bumper with some tape, some masking tape, and then we're going to start cutting it. Okay, so what we're going to do we're going to start on the right side of the car. Right side where the exhaust tip is. So Joey's gonna make a line with the tape, just like whatever angle we think looks like good enough to start. And then what we're gonna do to match it on the other side is trace on a piece of paper and then flip it around and then tape the other side. And once you have that, then it's just a straight line all the way across. If you watch Greg from the Car Passion channel, he has like a great video on how to like do this exact. So that's where we're getting it from, but we just want to make our own. So yeah, right now Joey's marking off with the masking tape the angle that we want the cut at, and then we're going to copy on the other side.
How far out do you want it?
This is a Chucky Beat production.
Alright you guys, so this is what we have so far here. So on the right side we kind of just free-handed the tape until we got a curve that we liked, and then once we got that curve down, we put a piece of paper over it, traced over it, took it off, and then ran this straight across right here, and then we flipped the paper over to line it up, and we measured from the beginning of the bumper over here to where the paper starts, or where the tape starts on the other side, and we just matched it up on this side. And then for the middle line, we kind of just put two long pieces of tape and measured from this little indent line type thing down to the tape right here, and make sure it was the same all the way across. So now all that's left to do is to start cutting, and we're going to cut from the top right here. I'll move it. Okay guys, so Aaron already started cutting. There he is. Trying to go slow to make it as smooth as possible.
A few inches later.
so as you can see, we got the bottom of the bumper cut off now. Now we have to take the bumper off to cut this like plastic support. This is like really the bumper. This is a bumper cover, but we got to cut this part now. That way it's like, as you can see, it's kind of in the way and it looks ugly. So we're gonna take off the entire bumper, then take off this, cut that with the Sawzall, and then put it all back together. Okay guys, so now we're gonna take off the license plate to take off this valence. And then there's some plastic screws that are all on the top of it, and there's some that are also next to the marker lights underneath it. Joey's gonna be working on those. But yeah, so I'm gonna take out the license plate. Just put those bolts on the sub. Okay, there's the plate. Now we're gonna take off this rear valence. To take off that, there's bolts. There's one bolt right there. There's another one right there. There's two in the front, and that's how you take this part off. Okay, so I had to take out the taillights as well, but I got the valence off. Now we're gonna take off all these Phillips little clips, and then the bumper should pop right off. Alright, we got all that off now. Let's take off this black part. There's 4 bolts on the back of it, and there's actually 2 on the front of it. Right there where I'm pointing at. You take off all those bolts and this thing should just pop right off. Okay guys, now you can see the Dremel from when we cut the bumper. It left the line all the way across this. This is like the main support, I guess, for the bumper. So we're gonna cut it with the Sawzall from right here. We're gonna go up across this line, go all the way down that way. It gets rid of all this and you don't see it at all. Alright guys, so we cut this main support thing down the middle, and then we also had to cut these brackets because then they have like extra showing down. But yeah, now we're gonna bolt it all back up, and then we're gonna slap it back on the car. Okay, we got this bumper support back on now. We're just tightening it up. Then we're gonna slap on the plastic piece of the bumper, like the bumper itself, and then we're gonna put on the valence and the tail lights and everything. And there it is. That's how it looks after you put everything all back together. So now you can see we cut out that section, so now the air will be able to flow right out of there instead of being like a big parachute. Alright guys, so that's the bumper cut on the Miata. That's how it looks. That's the end result if you want to cut your bumper on your Miata. Now you know how. Thanks for tuning in back to the channel. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Chill.
Oh shit. Oh. Like I was saying, thanks for tuning in back into the channel. Thanks for enjoying our content. Thanks for 200 subscribers. What do you got to say, Joe?
Don't forget to check out our A&J videos if you're new to our channel.
Yeah.
We got a few, but there's more coming. So do that, like, subscribe, and share with all your friends, please.
Yeah, if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, comment, do all the other stuff. We'll see you guys next time.